Yeah.
No one reminded him.
I'm not the teacher, so it doesn't matter how much you want to say.
You're not feeling judgmental.
It's fine.
That was on the recording. Somebody saying.
Daniel?
Impartial.
This is merely symbolic.
I know.
Also judgment.
Judges are impartial.
Oh.
We're
Okay.
supposed to be.
I'm probably gonna be standing on this side. Do you want me to move this desk?
Sure.
Wait.
Someone doing the card.
You can move a little bit.
I know, you're still getting tall.
Yeah. Card. Okay, Daniel, what is your topic?
Blue collar jobs. Give me a second. Gonna be not on that. This is good. These are good. That is good. Is it recording?
Audience, are you ready?
Oh, blue collar job.
Blue collar jobs.
Audience, are you ready? Yes. Daniel, are you ready?
Yes.
And proceed.
Blue collar jobs. You should do a blue collar job. Many people ask why they should do blue collar jobs. According to Masterclass, last updated October 12th, 2022, many types of blue collar jobs are in high demand. These jobs may include plumbers, car mechanics, construction workers, custodians, firefighters, farmers, electricians, masons, welders, and low-income factory workers. But what are blue collar jobs exactly? We all ask this. We all have done many of the things that are actually products of blue collar jobs. I'm sure all of you might have flipped a light switch this morning. I'm sure most of you drove. And I'm also sure that most of you guys' house have a cinder block as part of the build. Or even someone put it together. Do you want to know who did that? A blue collar worker. Construction, electricians, masons, they all work together to build your house. Well, what would we do without them? Nothing could be done without them. Blue collar jobs, according to Investopedia, last updated February 7th, 2023, the term blue collar worker refers to individuals who engage in hard manual labor, typically in agriculture. That would also include farmers. Farmers are the backbone of our society, as most people should know. A lot of these jobs are based on exhausting tasks. Indeed stated February 6th, 2023, if you don't mind physical labor or working with your hands, you might consider a job in the blue collar field. While these jobs are often more physically demanding, they can provide a high level of job satisfaction. You enjoy manual labor or skilled trade. Another great thing about it is overtime and hourly pay. If you have hourly pay, you're able to get the overtime and also make more money. Because who wants to have to work more and get paid less? That's what you kind of usually get when you have to do a salary paying job. When you have to pay your salary, it's not as productive and not as good. But there's some other reasons to do blue collar jobs. Michigan Journal of Economics last updated April 7th, 2021 stated, however, the change from the past years have also increased the amount of blue collar jobs postings because of the new demands that have come about. A lot of these demands have came about and there's many different things about them. One big thing is wages. You can see here on this graph that I made, wages can range from just above $50,000 all the way up to over $100,000. So I have a very wide range of jobs here, ranging from a diver who goes underwater, all the way to a conductor who runs a train. If you don't tell me that, you can't tell me that's not versatile, then I would never believe you, because I have found so many different jobs that you can go into, and you can get into many different fields. As you can see, the pay is great ranging, and a lot of these jobs are only 2 years of college, or you just need a high school diploma to start an apprenticeship, such as being an electrician. And then there's some different things about growth. if you can see, this is the percent growth of how it can come out in the next few years and how many more people can go into this job. But you can see the derrick hand, which is a person that works on an oil rig, is going up 17%. That is a very large growth, and that is considered above average. A lot of these other ones are average, but they're still growing. Such as electricians, and electricians are up along with repair managers, but the reason Boilermakers are down is because boilers are not becoming as efficient as other electrical heating systems. But that doesn't mean that you can't go into that job. It's just gonna be hard to get into it. Another thing that's really great about blue collar jobs is you get to see your accomplishments. Don't you ever just feel satisfied after doing some hard labor? You're like, that is something I completed, something I finished. Another thing that I really would appreciate is separation from work and home. When you have that separation, you don't have to worry about all those problems. Exercise. When you have exercise on the job, you get to stay physically fit and also continue to be a healthy person. Everyone wants to be healthy, everyone wants to be strong. Another thing is you can do is save money. You can do this by applying your skills at home. When you apply your skills at home from your blue collar job, such as continuing to do your own electrical work, own plumbing, even maybe own mason work, or maybe you build your own house when you start to have that dream house you want. Another thing that it really helps reemployment. If you're in a struggling household or you just got laid off from a job, you can go and get a blue collar job that will help you get back into the workforce. According to Denver 7, last updated March 3rd, 2021, Hilton believes a career in construction is one of the fastest and most stable ways in lower income communities to get out of a life of poverty. But what are some solutions to get more people into blue collar jobs? Some solutions include, but are definitely not limited to, encouraging women to join. Because a lot of people expel women from this area because it's supposed to be a masculine or more man-based area. This is because people think women are not as capable as men and they go towards gender stereotypes. They think it's not a feminine thing to be out there working and doing things with your hands. They are completely capable of this, just like men are. They have more things that they go through than we do. The other thing that's also very important is pushing it towards high schoolers and other young children. When you do this, you can get people's attention at a younger age. It is good to do this, and you can have this through talks and seminars. Thank you.
Thank you. What was the time?
6:39.
At 6:41.
Oh.
Real fish. 6:41. How many sources do I get? Anyone? Oh.
That wasn't counting. That wasn't counting.
I had at least 3.
Yeah.
I had.
You did all that.
Okay.
I only heard-
Marked down for 4, which is enough, right?
No, because.
I thought it was 5.
I did 5,
It's fine.
okay,
I did all 5.
okay, I can, for me.
He's gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, Mitch, did I write your
you
time
feel
down?
pretty comfortable about it.
No, I don't think that.
You want to check it too? Those are the.
But it's on
I'll
everyone.
take
I was gonna say, if you want.
When you handle them,
Well, I already handed it to Tim, so.
Okay.
and I'll take your cards, if you have them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You also take a picture of them.
I did already.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. I'll just put them on the back, on your table back there.
Hopefully we got it right.
Besides that, that was a long time.
6:41.
Yeah, man. Okay. And keep that, one, two, these.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
I figured it out, so.
Yes, I did. I didn't do so.
Okay, good.
I didn't do the thing, so I think that's what's
So it
happening.
must be the,
It must be the thing. Seating.
Do we judge him on his presentation or his?
no,
He did have it.
They weren't required, so
He gets an extra.
I don't think that's how it works. I would take it if I could, but I don't.
try to do this swiftly, we need to. And move them.
Should I have been writing thesis?
Yes.
It's pretty much their speech and the thesis.
Yeah.
Yep, you actually should do it. Like, yeah,
I would
literally what it says right here.
Things.
You should do blue collar jobs, or why you should do blue collar jobs.
I complied, what an R.
Do you have a past second hour, don't you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
too?
Mhm.
So latest time you could get there.
Well, it might not take too long and it's
The
not.
thing is, we're doing it with Miss Dale. We don't actually have class,
Class.
but she's doing it with us. As long as we have
So we
enough
say-
time. It's,
I just fear that we're pushing 9:05 at this point.
I mean, I think we.
I think
be a
we can
little
stay
quicker.
it over.
Cause it's just it's
yeah.
just saying who's on the picture,
It's
people belonging to people, and we all watch our own videos. anyway,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I can do it tomorrow too.
Getting you done. Let us not delay what we can do today.
That's unlisted, right?
Okay, so what you do is.
What y'all don't realize as well, this is all stressful for you. Also very stressful for me.
Presentations.
I thought about that the other day.
So you go into D2L.
Oh, yeah.
How did I do that? Huh?
Would you put 15 people?
Why they rank and.
You know, that'd be a great idea. Your sister might wanna use that next year. So your sister might wanna use it like this, yeah. You're not together.
That was the original plan,
Yeah.
because originally when I was thinking like Winona, they have a program.
Yeah.
But since I'm not, and like those, my last one, the first 2 years, and also it has stickers on it. I don't want to.
So was there like, there wasn't any word limitations to our,
Citation card, I have to not, sir. Good. Um. Good.
I don't know if there's a way for me to add to this thing.
What?
Oh wait, there is.
You would also.
Alright.
Give them a second.
So you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see this.
Are we supposed
I like
to?
it.
Oh, I thought you meant like the actual shoes that you like. Are evaluating.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
So when you get them back, scanning them in,
And I think the same.
So,
thing about those kind of jobs.
the SMSU professor can see
Is if-
the evaluation sheets.
You don't
she's evaluating me and you.
$8,000.
You save money off of it,
We'll stay out this.
and you don't, I don't
If
even
you
have
get the
to.
right position, like give me an
Yeah.
electrician.
It's a bunch of libraries.
It'd probably be easier just running through a printer, yeah.
How do I, what do I do assignments?
Oh, goodness.
You know, it's part about being an electrician.
Somebody do 12, but I can't remember.
Are you gonna be an electrician?
Yes.
Yeah, is that
Study.
just both? Yeah, I did it for. Sorry, I'm trying to
Oh,
make
I
sure I
lost
spelled his last name right.
How do I get them the?
Gotta bury those.
Putting it in.
A bunch of my friends are the locators. I don't know. We don't have that.
It's saved, so.
You go to the conversation.
What is it?
Where?
I couldn't
Can't find it. Where's the normal? Oh,
Gotta click into community class now, you should be able to.
that's it, okay, well, I'll.
You're fit. And let me check this one.
I thought it was, I don't know, 20 last year.
You're doing a second.
Is it Hill Lit or Hill Lit?
HILLEMEIE. It's just a lot of E's.
Brutal.
No, it's the E and the I. Okay, my friends still spell my name GRIFFEN all the time, all the time.
Wait, that's not how you spell it? Who is that?
Alright. We almost ready?
Yeah.
Gotta get moving on this. If it does hit the bell. Stay calm, don't move. I know there's a tendency to move towards the door when that happens, but we'll just keep rolling. And I could get you a pass to your classes, but let's take time for Caleb and get this wrapped up and finished up.
You can write his first name.
I don't think there's one on Caleb in this class.
Did you say topic
so-
yet? What's your
All right,
topic?
Caleb, what is your topic?
Mental health and how to dig yourself out of a hole. Depression.
All right, audience, are you ready?
Yes.
Caleb, are you ready?
Yeah.
And proceed.
Mental health is something that a lot of people think doesn't matter. I don't need to worry about it. When realistically, mental health is one of the most important aspects of your life. Mental health is a way for you to be happy. And if you don't have a good mental health, you're not going to be happy all the time. Now, before we dive into a lot about mental health, like we all could, let's learn the definition. The definition, according to cdc.gov, says that mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It uses our emotions and it affects how we think and how we communicate with others. Another common name for mental health is a mental illness. It may not be the more preferred term, but it's another term for it. Mental illnesses consist of things like depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, bipolar disease, OCD, and PTSD. Now, why is mental health important? Mental health is important because it is, like I said, how you stay happy in life. And it's especially important in your youth, because in your youth, when you're dealing with your mental health, it kind of sets a foundation for the rest of your life. If you have a good foundation in your youth, you're going to have a better mental health as you get older. Whereas if your mental health is bad in your youth and you're trying to dig out of the hole that you might have fallen into, it's going to be harder to dig out of that hole when you're more of an adult, because you don't know how to deal with your feelings. Eventually, if
you get into like a really bad depression, you can start to have suicidal thoughts. And according to ASFP.org, suicide is the 12th leading cause of death in the US. We want to try and lower those statistics and try and make them close to zero. It's stated that every 1 in 5 people have a mental illness which can cause those suicide rates. Suicide is most common in the age ranges of 85 and older, with increasing numbers in our youth. Ways to get out of the hole that you're in consist of things like exercise. Exercise can help you, for some people, get out of release some emotions by like lifting weights or something, or going on a run. Another thing that goes hand in hand with good health and working out is eating. Mentalhealth.org.uk states that eating well can improve your well-being and your mood. You need to have a good diet. As much as it sounds, oh, that doesn't matter for your mental health, it's important, because the food that you take in affects how you think and feel, as well as getting enough sleep. Enough sleep is very important, because if you don't have enough sleep, you're not gonna be thinking correctly, and you're gonna fall. Meet yourself where you're at. A lot of people, when they're trying to dig out of a hole by themselves and they're not trying to get help, they're generalizing and they're setting too high goals that are not attainable, where you need to take a step back, look at where you are in terms of your mental health and how you want to go about doing things, and locate specific pinpoints to start there and go one goal at a time. Because when you set too high of a goal, or you generalize and try to do everything at once, you're gonna fall. Take care of yourself. A lot of people think that I'm gonna be fine if I do this or if I don't do this, but taking care of yourself is important. It consists of things like getting your sleep, talking to your primary healthcare person, opening up to your friends. I think that there's a large stigma around mental health, and that people think that if they share their feelings with others, they're gonna be looked at weirdly and they're gonna be made fun of for how they feel. We need to eliminate that stigma to decrease our mental health and depression's effects, because according to NAMCA.org, the World Health Organization has reported that by 2020, major depressive illness will be the leading cause of disability in the world for women and children. Mental health is, like I said, important in our youth, because according to CDC.gov, youth with poor mental health may struggle with schooling, grades, decision-making, and their health. A lot of people think that when I say it sets a foundation for life, they're looking forward. Mental health may have a lasting effect, but it also has a very present effect. And you need to be able to look at that and know that you need to find a way out of those. And finally, you need to take action. Realistically, the only person that can help you at the end of the day is you. You need to take control of your life and try and collect yourself so that you can have a good, happy life.
What'd you get? I got 637.
There's 741.
I don't think like 2 times. I got 0.98.
He's had a bit higher. Abrupt.
Sometimes really stressed.